for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Glad to have you with us at Johnny Red Floyd Stadium in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, home to the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Western Kentucky's offense will get first crack at it here. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Got his man in the middle. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. Sometimes you have to put it in a tight window, and sometimes the window is gargantuan, and it was there.
Yeah, that was one of them big old huge windows. And I tell you what, when you throw over the middle of the field, a lot of times quarterbacks are a little bit hesitant. When you're that open, it's easy to pull the trigger, easy to make the decision, make the read, get the ball to your receiver.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. That's still a successful play.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the grab. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
And the Hilltoppers are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Oh, he's got a chance. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that 1st down.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Makes his man miss. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Gets the back moving. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Touchdown, Toppers! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders offense will have its first possession of the game. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand this guy is a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season, but this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
Fights off a defender. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they
going to take a shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
They'll run it from the gun.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got his man on the right. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage.
Turning it on! And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. It looked as if they had a chance to tie it, but that goes by the boards as the penalty takes away the touchdown. Offense getting set for first down. Rides the back on the option to give. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll send the tight end in motion. Rides to back and leaves it. Shakes off the defender. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. They bring the punter onto the field now. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. He's going to keep it. Look out, he's got room. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, I love no hesitation. I love my quarterback to make that RPO read, throw it to the right really quickly, but just got to be a little bit more accurate, maybe not rush it so much.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Tight end finds a soft spot. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Thrust that arm out. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter. Western Kentucky is on top. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. The Hilltoppers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quick release by the QB. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense, next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
And the Hilltoppers are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw again. They've got the screen set up. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hilltoppers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Tight end now in motion. Leaves it with the back. Runs for the tackle. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Ready?
And the Hilltoppers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right fit. Nice job.
Motion from the wideout. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Makes a man miss. Got enough for the first. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
And, dude, when you got a guy like this that can just hit the gas and go pick up 15-plus yards, what a luxury. How nice is it to have a quarterback like that when I'm a tailback, when I could send the tailback one direction, quarterback the other direction. This guy's just got so much speed.
With the run on first and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Let's go. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Just hammering it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Florida Atlantic has dug itself a hole today, and I don't think they're climbing out of that puppy. Huge interest in this game, and they have rolled over. They're trailing by 14 to UTSA. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Gives it on the option. Runs through a tackle. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Okay, 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. They'll try the run. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
The kick is on its way. Let's see what he can do with it. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
On the option. Now the pitch. Breaks into the open. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. They're setting up the screen.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work, big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
It'll be third and long. He wants to change this route. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. He's going to run it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Now on second down.
Clear. Look easy.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to fire. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. After those last two plays, let's see if they can get it out of reverse on 3rd and 18. They'll keep it on the ground. Hard running there. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Right down the boulevard. It's good. Now the lead is down to 11.
This kid's got a big-time leg, man. He hit that into the wind, and it looked like that could have been good for 50.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
On the double. Easy.
Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. On the option. The pitch. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Hilltoppers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
Makes the catch. It's Wilkins. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Using the quick game. Powers through the defender. There he goes. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. Smashes it between the uprights. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals.
And the Hilltoppers will line up to kick off and start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Got it in the middle. It's Wilkins. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 1st down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Looking down the middle. The quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Get it out on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Okay, ready?
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10.
Get set, get set.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
Is another first down for the offense.
From the gun. Give on the inside. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Pulls and fires complete. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Rides the back. He'll take it himself. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge...
Turning it on! All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Holds and fires complete to the right. Still running at the 40. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
Gonna run it. It's Bradford. Creates a little room. Got it into the red zone. Dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
Going to sling it on second down. Setting up the screen. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Hilltoppers. They take the lead with the 6.
Yeah, and that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's pass. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing him the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Florida Atlantic has dug itself a hole today, and I don't think they're climbing out of that puppy. Huge interest in this game, and they have rolled.
And he bumps it up inside the 20. And they dive on it and get it back. And boy, that would have been a disaster to hand it right back to them. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Well, look what's happening now. Old Uncle Mo has hit the transfer portal and is changing sidelines. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's the heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative play. This offense must have seen something because they're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup.
For the offense.
To the air on first down. Gets it out fast.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. He's now up to 58 yards rushing for this game and on his way to 1,400 for the year. Pressure coming. Touchdown, MTSU. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. The give to the tailback. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. The option look. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Hilltoppers will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's the handoff. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Can't wait to see how this fourth quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. They'll move the tight end. Might as well stick with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on third down. Under fire. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt. He's got great speed. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness. It took a little momentum with him out of bounds. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Great place to start for this offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
They'll ride the hot hand. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality.
Got enough space. Touchdown, WKU. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
This is a running back that can hurt you, not just getting handoffs, but they use him in the passing game as well. They called the screen at the absolute perfect time, and it ends up being a touchdown.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point.
28, Middle Tennessee, 21.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the middle. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Slips away. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know.
Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. The give and tick, 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 tick. Finds a crease at the 20. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
Really nice job by the running back here in the fourth quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot. Late in the game, they need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the wildcat there.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Direct snap. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Florida Atlantic has dug itself a hole today, and I don't think they're climbing out of that puppy. Huge interest in this game, and they have rolled over.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Turns it loose. Makes the grab on the left side. Wide open. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. You got to figure something out. You got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. The defense will have to key on the run and try to get this ball back. Running to the left. Got room to work. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Back has it. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Snap to the back. Try to get it to the edge. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Back has it. The give as they work on that clock. He breaks a tackle.
That's a double whammy for the offense. You've got the lead late in the game. You're trying to keep the clock ticking. Not only do you lose yards running the football, but you also went out of bounds, so you stop the clock, essentially helping out the defense.
The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big third down. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Holding.
A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Hilltoppers send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Looking downfield on 1st down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Toppers. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
And stop it. How about back-to-back weeks with pick 6s? This guy is now making plays, not just for his defense. He's scoring points, and I promise you the locker room is a lot of fun. Mr. Pick 6, he's going to get a lot of congratulations and a lot of accolades this week.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th.
Western Kentucky, 42.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Set to advance on the football.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner will be dragged down. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Right, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Here's the pressure. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Back to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Suddenly, after that last big play, they're on the move. 1st and 10 from the 44. Wants to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
2nd down coming up.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He'll pull it down and run. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Fires one high and deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. And I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse